You ready for the next generation of women's professional surfing? Well, we got that for you. Quarterfinal number 4, a couple of youngsters coming in hot. M.Picklum up against C.Simmers. Both of these surfers, we're going to see them in the Rip Curl WSL Final 5, but who's going to make it to the semifinals? That's going to get decided in this quarterfinal. I'm Kuiper Gura along with Peter Mel. I love this heat.
They've been charging. They've been putting the time in here. You expect them to go when they get the opportunity, and this is, again, the perfect place to do it because you've got everybody watching. You've got great water patrol. You got medical. You got everything here, so go.
You got Pickles in the barrel and threads that one. I love the head-down approach, charged into that. There was no exit on that wave, but I love the intention from M.Picklum. Cutting to M.Picklum in the barrel again, needs to fight for an exit, but Pickles been relentless, just charging on the priority, not hesitating. Taking a little bit of a washing machine right there as the payback, but I love the intent from the young Australian.
Here we go.
C.Simmers on her first wave. Wall in front of her, stalling, gets underneath here, looks for the exit, fighting for that exit, so close. Looked like she had a great line on it. It's just the end section collapsed upon Simmers.
She identified that it was going to run down the line. You see she's trying to figure out the speed control. That one actually hit her there, and she found the ability to get into the hollowest part of the wave and behind it. So all of that positioning was great. See what happens when we look in here, if there's any errors that are glaring. But there it is, she tucks in, that's when the bowl opens up, and that's the most hollow part. She's there, little shift in the rail, but then it just fills up with water and the lip just tagged her. It was just, she was trying to take that high line, which was the right line, just not quite high enough. Taking the Exmo here from the top of the point. Look at where her eyes are. Staying low to the board. That was the stability you gain by having that hand on the rail, hand on the wall. Beautifully done. It's just right there. It's just if it turned a little bit, it would have opened up and it would have been a big number.
The judges gave credit for
the navigation, yeah. And
M.Picklum here. Pickles finds it in, finds an out, and is going to slash off the top there. So an answer back from M.Picklum. She's going to take the lead right back from C.Simmers.
Watching Molly again, straight to that stance into the turn. So one maneuver with the barrel, not super deep. Again, technique is there though. See, she's straight down, leading into that position right off the drop. And that's what you need to do if you want to find the barrel. She was able to get there just a hot second. Not going to be a gigantic number. Adding a little extra there with the turn. You see the bum dragging. That's the speed control. She's just got great technique. She's been working on that.
This is the best wave of the heat so far as we come out of this replay for M.Picklum. A completed barrel ride and the addition of a nice top turn equals a 5.33 for Picklum.
Ends up surfing surfer 3 all the way to that final match, which is actually best of 3.
Heat leader M.Picklum drops into that one and just sends it. There was no hope on that, but Molly, under priority, just sent it. M.Picklum. C.Simmers uses her priority, and that will get chalked up. Pickles now M.Picklum with priority, heat control, and the lead. And remember, she needed a 4.04, Pete.
And pulls right on in. Good technique. And where is she? So she found an exit. And just a quick and out. And what?
It's a heartbreak score. 4-point ride. It's a flat 4 here for C.Simmers. Again, she needed a 4.04. And the judges just deemed it right under the mark. Unfortunate for C.Simmers.
3-2 split. It's had a couple 3.5s, a couple 4.5s, and a 4, and the average comes out as a straight flat 4.
C.Simmers just up and an out there. Remember, when we went to break, C.Simmers needing a 4.04 to take the lead off of M.Picklum.
Well, I'm watching watching Caitlin kind of move up the reef because there's going to be a point when she's going to be too deep.
Here she goes. C.Simmers. Remember, she just needs a 2.54 dynamic first turn. Smashes it on the second one and incomplete. She was on her way to turning the heat in my book, but she will not at this point, and the clock will just burn down.
You know, Molly would have been going, shoot, I couldn't get over to it. And that's that deep bowl that's going to give you performance. It's going to give you a wall. All she had to do is float up and over right there, not blow the fins out, and the number would have been pretty easy to give. That turn right there, pretty darn solid as well. I mean, it's not out of the question, right? 2.54, is there enough in that first turn?
I mean, it's a pretty dynamic first turn, and I love watching it again. I really think the insurance policy would just be to finish the wave, and she would have easily got the number. So we're still waiting for the score.
That's unfortunate, right? I mean, and in a way, that would say to me that she shouldn't get it, right? But, you know, again, that was a pretty neat turn. It was straight up.
Oh, yeah. What can C.Simmers do to stop that? Absolutely nothing. Here goes Pickles. 1.27. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was zero opportunity. That was not the score. That's going to be an 0 for C.Simmers.
Crazy stuff. That literally, that wave there, Molly would have been like almost at the last moment making that decision, like, oh, do I take this? And sure enough, and Katie would have been thinking to herself, man, I blew it. It didn't complete that way, but it gets it done. 3-2 split for C.Simmers to get that one, and very, very close heat.
Women's semifinal number 2, it's all set. It's going to be Vahine Fierro up against C.Simmers. The teenager from Oceanside finds her way again into the semifinals. Great surfing, exciting surfing, and a finish down to the wire.